Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I'm at Ipswich Magistrates Court. Client was charged with repeat unlicensed driving. So he had previous in his history for driving on Queensland Transport suspensions, but on this occasion he had two separate charges of driving on a spur suspended licence. So with a spur suspended licence, the way that comes about is if you don't pay a toll or a speeding ticket or a parking fine, etc., pretty much if you don't pay any kind of amount of money that you may owe to the government or a government entity, they can refer it to SPUR, which is an acronym for State Penalties Enforcement Registry. They'll chase you, and if for whatever reason you don't pay it, one of the things they can do to try to make you to pay it is suspend your licence. My client basically moved house, so the tolls that brought about the SPUR suspension weren't paid because he didn't get the letters, etc. SPUR sent him a letter saying if you don't pay by a certain date, we'll suspend your licence, and because he didn't get that letter, his licence was suspended and he continued driving. You may recall back during the Newman government, the police minister found himself in exactly the same situation. There was a ticket, he never received it because it was a camera ticket. He never received the letter from SPUR saying if you don't pay this ticket, we'll suspend your licence, and he was caught driving on a SPUR suspension. Then I acted for him and got him the minimum. The maximum penalty, well, technically there's no maximum. The magistrate's got a discretion to give up to a lifetime loss of licence under the Penalties and Sentences Act. Best case scenario is a 1 month disqualification. If a client's got no history, I will on occasions make submissions to the police to try to get them to reduce the charge to the equivalent of driving when forgetting to renew your licence, which doesn't carry a mandatory disqualification period. But if there's multiple offences and there's history, the police will say no. So I'm not going to waste the police's time, the client's time, the court's time by adjourning to make submissions that I know will fail. So in this instance, my job was to get the disqualifications down as low as possible. So as I said, there was the first offence. So he had two charges. One occurred on Easter Thursday. So he moved house, got pulled over on Easter Thursday, unaware that his licence was suspended. The police said, you've got a SPUR suspension, you shouldn't be driving. So they've charged him with driving on a SPUR suspended licence. He's immediately contacted SPUR and they wanted $1,600 up front. He didn't have that money available at that time, so he said, all right, I'll call back tomorrow and I'll pay it once my invoice is clear overnight. He's rung back the following day, and because it was Easter Friday, no one answered, so he couldn't pay. So basically he's tried to ride out the Easter weekend, didn't drive Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but come Monday there was a family event that he needed to be at. He didn't know how to, he was ashamed of himself and didn't know how to break the news to his family, and rather than saying, look, you know, I can't drive for these reasons, he's foolishly taken the chance and driven to this family get-together, and a game was intercepted. So he got charged twice. The following day, on the Tuesday, he's rung SPUR, paid the money he needed to pay, got his licence back, but he was left with two different offences, two different court dates, and two different disqualifications coming his way. So basically what we did, because he works regionally a lot of the time, and he was away on the first court date for the first offence, I sent correspondence to the court and requested it be adjourned administratively to the date of the second offence. So we got basically both offences court dates aligned to today. Between him contacting us and today, I got him to take a number of steps. So I requested he do a reformatory course which taught him about, you know, what can happen. So if you're unlicensed, you don't have valid CTP insurance, there's a whole host of problems that can come from driving unlicensed, particularly if you're involved in a collision. It educated him on that, educated him on, all manner of issues that can arise when you don't obey the road rules. I got him to get references based on a template that we give all of our clients. and there's a form that we give all of our clients that prompts them to give me all the information I need about them to prepare my submissions in conjunction with what the police brief says. Anyway, I prepared all my submissions. So today he faced basically the potential of 2 lifetime disqualifications. With, as I said, this charge, the mandatory minimum is 1 month. So he faced a mandatory minimum 1 month for the first offence and a mandatory minimum 1 month for the second offence. So 1 and 1's 2. More often than not, the magistrate will order that they be cumulative, meaning that they add on top of each other. So 1 + 1 = 2. However, unless there's drink driving involved, they're not forced to do it. So if someone gets done for a drink driving offence as well as another driving offence, they're forced to add the disqualifications on, but they've got the discretion not to do that if there's no drug or alcohol related offending involved, which there wasn't in this instance. So my goals were twofold: one of trying to obtain the mandatory minimum disqualification for each charge, and B, of trying to persuade the magistrate to order that they be served concurrently, meaning in parallel. So you've got a month and a month, but they both start today and they both end a month from now, instead of one starting and ending and then the other one starting and ending. As I said, I spoke about him as a person, background, what he does, why he needs his licence to do it, the difficulties he'll suffer whilst he's without a licence, what he's learnt from the whole experience, etc. And I spoke on my feet about the magistrate's discretion as to whether or not to order they be served, or whatever the disqualification periods he deemed appropriate, be served concurrently as opposed to cumulatively. Short version is I was successful on both fronts, so I was able to persuade the magistrate not to go past the mandatory minimum for each offence. So he got the mandatory minimum 1 month for the Easter Thursday offence and the mandatory minimum 1 month for the Easter Monday offence. And I was also successful in persuading the magistrate that they be served concurrently. So the 2 months, well, each month starts today, each month ends a month from today, and that's the end of it. So 1 month off the road is the short version in real world terms. Given that he's a truck driver, clearly he's relieved. 1 month's a hell of a lot better than 2 or a lifetime or anything in between. So he's obviously relieved. He's happy, wife's happy, kids are happy. I'm Andrew Wiseman. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Andrew Wiseman from Wiseman Lawyers, Queensland's only truly dedicated drug, alcohol and traffic offence law firm. If you face loss of licence, loss of vehicle, imprisonment or anything in between at any court in Queensland, we can and will help you today. This is our specialty. This is all we do. Give us a call, 1300 947 352. I look forward to helping you resolve your issue today.
Don't face that court alone. Let the wise man team get